Well, welcome back into the studio for another Technique Tuesday. This Tuesday, what I'm going to do is I am going to work on doing image transfers onto fabric, such as this sample. Now, I became aware of this technique through, I had gone to a meeting with Paperworks, which is a local organization, and they were having a big sale, and I purchased some other things, and in there I bought a stack of these types of transferred images that were transferred onto fabric. And so in that lot was all of these, and it got me so curious. So this person who did it, this woman who did this, she took different images that she found in print, and she would then take them and she would make laser copies of them. It has to be a laser copy because this works because of the toner that's associated with laser prints. So in the day they used to be called Xerox, so that is where the term Xerox fabric transfers. So she would then piece these incredible images together, and so I imagine she pieced this together and then she drew this. I don't know for sure. Again, this is the transfer, and I think she drew this and then maybe made a copy of it and transferred it. I'm not positive. This one's a little eerie. So there's lots of these. I even found some that she did that were, I don't think this was the transfer. I think this was done, it has like a plasticky feel to it. So I think this was a different process, but it was in this lot along with this one. And this one, which I believe is another part of this one, I think. I don't know, I'm guessing. Or maybe it went like this. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, something like that. But anyhow, there was a whole bunch of these, and it got me really interested in the process, the Xerox fabric transfer. And so I thought, let's try it, and that is what we're going to try out today. So you'll need to have something to protect your surface. You'll need to have 100% pure acetone. And then you need a fairly fresh image that has been laser printed. So we're going to test that because I've heard that this only works if it's like a day to 24 hours. Same day that you make the print or within 24 hours. So this is a few weeks old, and this I did today. This is a print I made today. So we're going to test that out, and I am going to do that on this fabric that I also got with that lot of transfers. So we're going to need a towel or something to press this into. Something also to know is that you're going to be turning this upside down, so if you want the image reversed, you're going to need to, so if there's writing, you'll need to reverse that before you print it out, because then you're going to be turning it upside down and you want to be able to read it, unless you don't care about being able to read it. So that is what we're going to get started in doing. As always, I will have listed below all the different products that I'm using, and if I know of any links of where you can get items, I will of course always include that as well down in the description. Also, I should say, if you are sensitive to the smells of acetone, this is something you may want to do outdoors, or put yourself in a space that has good ventilation. All right, so this is one of the images that is older. It is a few weeks old. So we're gonna just lay it where we wanna put it. And then open our acetone. And then this is just a clean rag that I have. Saturate that. And you're gonna apply a lot of pressure and blot. You wanna make sure you're getting lots of liquid down because that's what does the transfer process. And really it's that toner that is transferring. And like I said, this is the old image. It's a few weeks old. And then you simply pull it up. So there's a little bit of transfer right here. So I'm not surprised that this did not transfer because like I said, I was told that this needed to be pretty fresh. So we're gonna try it with this newer print. I'll just do it right there. And we're gonna go through the same process. I think I need to use more acetone and really soak it because I see it starting to release an image. All right, so this was done on one of the big laser printers. So I'm going to print out another image. See, I get a little bit and that's it. So I'm going to print out another image using not one of the professional machines, like an at-home laser printer. So I'm going to do that and we're going to give that a try. Okay, so this is working a lot better. So one of the smaller laser printers, and I'm getting a nice result with that. And here's a larger version of that. So you'll want to keep that in mind. You don't want to take your images to a printer or anything and have them make you copies to do this. If you have a laser printer, a small laser printer in your home, that will work. Yes, much better. Okay, now my next question is, of course, you know, I love to investigate and figure out new things. So my next question is, will it work with color images? So I'm assuming that it will, and but I don't want to assume. I'm gonna test the waters and see. All right, I've printed this out. LaserJet printer. And I'm hoping for the same type of reaction. Oh, yeah. Now, granted, this is similar in color to the fabric it's on. Those are things you need to think of. So we might lose some of the top of this. So we lost some of that. But that would be easy enough to go in and add the lines of it, of that image. Let's try another one that is more distinctive. And there we go. Hope you can see that well. The mushrooms, the gray mushrooms. So a lot of fun. Okay, so on and off success. Obviously this wasn't as successful as this was, and I really, to be honest, don't know if it's something that might be already on this fabric. Yeah, and then this was more successful than the mushrooms, but I think that was just because there wasn't very distinguishable outlines to the mushrooms. But it got me thinking, are there any other ways to transfer an image to fabric? You know, this is how my mind works. I just, okay, what else? What else? What else can we do with it? Is there another way to do it? So that got me thinking. So we're gonna put aside our stinky acetone, and we're going to pull out a product that is new to me, but it's called Power Print. And this also is supposed to work with image, as an image transfer onto fabric. Canvas, paper, carton fabric, ceramics, metal, and any PowerTex treated surface. So, and it's supposed to work with a laser printer or laser photocopier. So that's what these images are. They're all laser printed. So they suggest you go with a lighter colored surface. So I'm going to pull out some white fabric to work with. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And yeah, and I will of course list products down below for you. And it needs, the fabric needs to be dry. And of course the mirror image. And okay, so we're gonna need a brush, some light fabric, and our power print, and a laser print. So we're gonna work with this crow again. Put that aside and get some white fabric. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a lighter colored fabric. It's a cream colored. Okay. And the directions say to apply a layer of the power print onto the surface where you want to do the transfer. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Hold that thought. This has a smell to it. It is not a caustic smell. All of PowerTech's products are safe. They are, oops. They are AP safe. I'll put a little bleep about it. Has a very faint smell to it. Okay, so there is a layer, and then you're supposed to put a layer on the print, on the image side of the print. There we go. And then sandwich them together. And then using a spatula, you're to rub it down. I want you to make really good contact with the surface of the fabric. Alright, I think that is nicely adhered, and then you want to use your hair dryer for 1 minute. This is really loud, so I'm going to cut the drying portion out, but 1 minute time. So I'm going to say, hey Siri, set a 1 minute timer.
1 minute, starting now.
So I'm going to get this sponge wet. Kind of dampen this. I think it's typical, like a typical transfer like you would use with the gel medium, where you just rub off the paper. That's coming off very easily. I would imagine, similar to the PowerTech's products, that it would work with any surface that is porous. I'm impressed with how easy that that paper is coming off, and how I am not losing that image. Okay, so this is just coming off really nicely. The paper, I think, is totally off. You can kind of see part of the edge here. I don't know, I'm still getting a little paper. I'm pretty impressed with that image. It is totally solid. I haven't lost any of that image at all. The clarity on that is incredible. So I'm going to apply a little bit of heat from my hairdryer onto this to see if I've got some hazing, which would be paper still left on it. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of paper still left on that. So I'm going to continue on. So I am super impressed with this product, PowerPrint, and it's a wonderful transfer. I'm excited about that. So with one of my fabric image transfers, I've made this little assemblage, something that could become a focal point for something in the future. And I wanted to share it with you so you can see one of the ways that you can use these fabric image transfer pieces. I hope you have enjoyed this Technique Tuesday. Thank you for coming along for the ride.